As a result of the great attention paid by our esteemed President to the country's youth and their education, in particular to the higher education system, as well as a result of youth-oriented reforms, the higher education system has risen to the level of the national trend today. In particular, university, which accepted close to 8,000 students 6 years ago, today educates about 30,000 young people in various fields of science that are modern and meet the needs of the country. In recent years, the university has strengthened its system of working with talented students. As a result, in 2022, 18 people became scholarship holders of the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, the Islam Karimov Scholarship, and the State Scholarship. And in 2023, 23 people. 13 students received internal university scholarships. Such a high figure was recorded for the first time in the history of Fergana State University. A total of 17 internal university scholarships have been introduced for graduate and undergraduate students. Resolutions of the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, dated August 12, 2020, number 144805, on measures to improve the quality of continuing education and the effectiveness of science in the fields of chemistry and biology, and dated March 19, 2021, on measures to improve the quality of education and development of scientific research in the field of physics in order to ensure the implementation of the decisions of PQ 5032 in April 2023. A multi-level Olympiad of Fergana State University was held in the subjects of physics and chemistry and biology, and it was organized among students of 11 grades of secondary schools in the Fergana region. 6 winners were chosen at the Olympics. The most important thing is that the winners were given the opportunity to study at FSU. Great strides have been made to make the youth educated and spiritual in all aspects. In this regard, the University Information Resource Center was provided with more than 750,000 funds. Modern programs, platforms, and online learning opportunities were created. At the moment, the library's fund reaches 1 million. Thanks to these features, students can remotely read a book in the university database from their computer or phone using their identification number. In addition, a book cafe with 150 seats was launched. Internet, Wi-Fi, and traditional reading options are available. During 2021-2023, the issue of social protection of students was also raised at a high level, in particular, to provide housing for students at the university on a public-private partnership basis. 1 new building with 340 beds and 2 new buildings with 840 beds were put into operation. Fortunately, the university now has 10 student dormitories with comfortable conditions for 3,500 students. In order to increase the level of enrollment of young people in higher education and create amenities for students, in recent years, new educational buildings have been built in higher educational institutions and major renovations of buildings have been carried out. In 2017, the university built 1 new academic building for 600 places and 1 for 1,200 places in 2023. In 2017-2023, 7 educational buildings with 6,300 seats were completely renovated. All educational buildings were equipped with modern material and technical equipment, information and communication technologies, interactive panels, and surveillance cameras. Student Theater Studio Nilufar, Young Student Media Group, Intellectual Club Zakovat, Center for Teaching Foreign Languages, Inspire You Academy, Young Singers, Young Readers, Young Actors, Young Programmers, Young Artists, Center for Young Translators, Volunteer the FSU Eco Volunteers Detachment, a professional football club, chess, checkers, wrestling, athletics, and swimming clubs are filled with hundreds of boys and girls. The university also operates a research center on gender equality, which is considered the only scientific basis in the region for gender equality policies and increasing the role of our women in state and public administration. At the same time, the Balajan Innovation Center was created, which provides training and practical training for our future teachers studying in the field of preschool education. The decree of the head of our state on measures to develop football in Uzbekistan to a qualitatively new level, as well as increasing the efficiency of work in the field of youth policy and further improving the system of working with them, which took place on April 11, 2023, under the chairmanship of our esteemed president. On the initiative of the rector, the FSU University football team was formed, and Sergei Lebedev, who is the champion of Uzbekistan, winner of the 1994 Cup, champion of the Asian Games, member of the 1997 World Team, winner of the medal Glory, honored athlete, was appointed as the new head of FSU football team. Over the past 3 years, Fergana State University's international relations with the most prestigious higher education institutions in the world and ranking organizations have advanced. Since the 2022-2023 academic year, the university has been ranked high in a number of prestigious international ranking organizations. In particular, in May 2023, FSU took 23rd place locally on the Australian ranking platform called Unirank. In May 2023, the international ranking organization called Round University Ranking placed Fergana State University 883rd in terms of teaching indicators. In addition, FSU was ranked highly in 14 indicators in the Times Higher Education ranking, which is renowned for its reputation around the world. That is, in the Global Times Higher Education ranking, which assesses the compliance of world universities with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, Fergana State University scored 1000+ with high scores in 14 areas. The university ranked 600 to 800 with a score of 43.8 for the quality of education. The most important of these results is that on November 30, 2023, in the ranking of the International Center for Achievement Research, Fergana State University Rector Professor Dr. Bahadur Jansher Mohammadov received the nomination Rector of the Year 2023 on a global scale, and Fergana State University was ranked University of the Year 2023. Also, recently, the international ranking agency UI Green Metric World University Ranking of Indonesia announced the results of its ranking of higher education institutions in the world. Fortunately, Fergana State University was recognized as a steadily developing university among the top 1,000 higher education institutions in the international UI Green Metric World University Ranking, and took 738th place among universities in the world. It should be said that until 2016, the university signed 38 cooperation agreements with 12 countries, and in 2023, this figure corresponds to 95 universities in 24 countries. As a result of these large-scale international relations, the rector of Fergana State University, Professor Bahadur Jansher Mohammadov, made efforts to strengthen Hungarian-Uzbek international relations, develop ties in the higher education system, in particular cooperation between FSU and the MATE. The Senate of the Hungarian University of Agriculture and Sciences awarded the FSU rector the title of Honorary Doctor. Also, on November 14 of 2023, the rector of Fergana State University, Professor Dr. Bahadur Jansher Mohammadov, was declared an honorary professor of the Ural State Pedagogical University within the framework of the International Scientific and Practical Conference called Russia-Asia, Science, Education and Culture in the Russian Federation. It should be noted that today there are more than 40 cooperation agreements between FSU and higher educational institutions of the Russian Federation were signed. At the same time, during the visit of the FSU delegation to the Tajik State University of Law, Business and Politics on November 27, 2023, the rector was awarded the title of Honorary Professor of the Tajik State University of Law, Business and Politics. Based on the principle, one intellectual is the spiritual patron of one mahalla, a system of attaching up to 10 mahallas was introduced. As a result, intellectuals established close cooperation with the mahalla in strengthening the stability of the social and spiritual environment in the mahalla and the meaningful organization of youth's free time. In this regard, 120 young people from the city of Fergana and 4 from the South region were assigned to the rector, a total of 124 people, including 61 girls. Work with these youth is carried out on a door-to-door basis. The social status, interests, and problems of young people are stated. Work with these youth is carried out on a door-to-door basis. The social status, interests and problems of young people are studied, and practical work is carried out. During 2023, the university had 48 departments, 73 doctors of science, professors, 365 candidates of science, associate professors worked at the departments. The most important thing is that in 2021, the scientific potential of professors and teachers was 25%, and in 2023, this figure is rapidly increasing and amounts to 45%. In 2023, as a result of the research, 100 professors and teachers successfully defended their dissertations, including 14 doctors of science, 86 doctors of philosophy. This academic year, 18 professors and teachers received the title of associate professor and 2 scientists. In order to financially support professors and researchers who have received academic degrees, a system of material incentives has been introduced in the amount of a monthly salary for each dissertation candidate and his scientific supervisors. In 2023, postgraduate activities was developed in 38 specialties, including 134 people, 6 doctoral students, 121 basic doctoral students, 7 research interns were accepted for the first year. During this period, the number of people who successfully defended their doctoral dissertation was 100 people, including 2 doctoral students, 26 basic doctoral students, and 5 independent researchers. Currently, Fergana State University has 7 specialized academic councils in 11 specializations. In total, in 2023, these specialized councils held 68 defenses of doctoral and 12 doctoral dissertations, of which 39 were defended by students of Fergana State University. Considering the large number of researchers in the field of philological sciences and the need, in accordance with the decision of the Council of Higher Educational Institutions of June 5, 2023, to award academic degrees in the specialty of comparative literature, hybrid linguistics, and translation studies was launched, and the number of specialties was increased to 12. In November 2022, according to the decision of the Higher Attestation Commission, the journal Scientific News of Fergana State University was included in the list of areas recognized by the Higher Attestation Commission in the field of pedagogy, philosophy, politics, biology, and geography. Currently, the journal is registered within the Higher Attestation Commission in all areas. In 2023, university professors received 3 patents, filed 11 patent applications, 131 copyright certificates, and received 3 new grants. Also, 4 project documents were submitted to the Women Scientists competition. Work was carried out on 3 practical innovative projects that will be financed from the local budget in 2023. Currently, research centers and teaching staff of university departments have implemented 60 service and economic contracts, totaling 792 million sums. In 2023, the Agency for Innovative Development financed 3 scientific and innovative projects totaling 1.118 billion sums by professors and young researchers of the university. As a result of the reforms carried out by the President of our country to ensure youth employment and organize their leisure time, the number of students studying and earning money through correspondence courses at FSU has exceeded 5,000 people. These students worked at the educational and experimental agricultural plots called Akbilal, Dustlik, allocated to the university, and established animal husbandry, beekeeping, floriculture, pomegranate growing, horticulture, viticulture, vegetable growing, and the cultivation of vermicompost. On the other hand, work on territorial integration continues, and hundreds of students working in local enterprises and large agricultural companies, industrial centers of the province, factories, farms, clusters, see real practice and gain experience. At Fergana State University, it was planned to install solar panels with a capacity of 1,408 kilowatts. To ensure the execution of the decree of the respected president on additional measures for the introduction of energy-saving technologies and the development of low-power renewable energy sources, adopted on September 9, 2022. The plan for installing solar panels has been completed in full, and today Fergana State University uses 100% renewable energy sources. To date, 1,098,547 kilowatts of electricity has been generated using these alternative energy sources. There are currently 2,839 solar panels operating in the university buildings. These possibilities, changes, and innovations are limitless and indescribable. In a word, today's youth are growing up happily, enjoying all the conditions under the attention and care of the head of our state. After all, the knowledge they gain will illuminate the paths of our future and our nation tomorrow.